Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it. Ready? Hey, Sean, let's go! Joe. Bombers.
Throwing Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On play action, here's Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Diaz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run on first down. Briscoe. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill. On my set.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they start.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mikey, read our key. Cut that team. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 left, 18 left.
Throwing to start the drive. McConnell.
Well, when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Newman. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. There the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Oh, my shot.
Now a handoff up the middle. Briscoe. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 9 here. To throw, here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll try the left side. Briscoe. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Briscoe. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played. Figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll go play action with Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Almost set. Ready. Captain.
Off the play fake, Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 7. Up the middle they go. Briscoe. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now it's Nix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw is Nix. Short throw, he's got Kraft. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Briscoe. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Ready.
Nix to the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So nothing doing there. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bo Nix in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 10-7.
Eagles 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Newman. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hold on a second. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Eagles 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McConnell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Looking to throw. McConnell. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McConnell. Now he's going to stick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll keep it on the ground. Briscoe. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Gomez. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Taking it about the 16. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. This is caught. It's Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and 8. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. All Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Briscoe. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready? My name is
Off the play fake. Nix. He finds his man complete. That's Diaz. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, what a move. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there. But it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Briscoe. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Down the sideline he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Eagles 10. Brandon Aubrey to kick on for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McConnell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. McConnell. He finds his man, complete. That's Newman. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a